right, so we're starting off the parade as the Rutland City Police and the Sheriff's Department. Lieutenant Kevin Gino will be in the Rutland City Police car, and Sheriff Stephen Bernard, our sheriff for Rutland County, is in the sheriff's vehicle. We appreciate the support of the police in making this parade very successful. They're at all the intersections helping to keep the crowds back, keeping things safe, along with our parks employees and our recreation department employees and so many volunteers that help keep this help keep this parade safe.
I'm always glad to watch the police cars in the parade and not behind me on the road.
That's right.
The next unit up is the VFW Post 648 Color Guard, and they've been with us for many a year. This is my 15th parade, and they've been with every one of them.
Smell the bacon.
You know, what an important part of a parade, having a group like the VFW willing to every year come out and lead the parade off, because it's, I mean, that's what's a parade without the flags. There you go. There is the Halloween train.
You can usually see that at the rec department.
And that box behind that is a woman she's in a wheelchair. She cruises around and she's under her own power.
Yeah.
And then we had the Halloween banner. Look, there was some ghost lead in that banner.
We got the convertible honoring Tom Fagan, who we just lost this past week. Tom was the man that initiated this parade. He went to Mr. Chiafretti and gave him the hints, and from there on it was a Halloween parade, and it's been a big spectacular here in Rutland.
And I'd like to thank Nan Madsen from Kinney Motors, who helped me find Batman. That's Josh Destefino, who is Batman, along with Cindy, who's provided her vehicle. That was, again, Tom Fagan. He was up on our judges stand. The judges stand. Past few years up on the, enjoying the parade, and we were hoping to make him the Grand Marshal, the 50th, but we're honoring him tonight.
Well, I think he would like to. Probably looking down. Drum Journeys. What a group! What a group. Cindy, do you want to take this one?
Sure, I'll take the Drum Journeys. The Drum Journeys, that was started and continues to be with Gary Mytrot. Gary has been doing the Drum Journeys. I think it's probably about maybe 5 years or so that Drum Journeys was doing.
Probably a little longer than that.
There you go.
I started with them.
And it's interesting, and the Shelby Jones is the leader for these dancers. They're all from Studio Bliss.
Bliss, yeah.
And they all hand paint their own costumes. Those are all hand painted skeleton costumes. Each person's responsible for doing their own costume, and they do their makeup themselves. It really is phenomenal. It just sets the tone for the parade.
It's an all-day project getting their makeup on. I used to watch them do it in the gym and everything, and all their moving units and stuff they assemble in the gym area. It's quite a project.
And Gary's pretty excited. He figures this is kind of a base here for them. He hasn't really added anything new, but he has plans for the 50th. Gary is hoping to create 2 new clans. There'll be the Rattlers and the Shakers. They're looking for unicyclists, composers, puppeteers, spinners. He's looking to add at least probably about 50 more people to this unit for next year for the 50th parade.
That's going to be quite the show. It's going to be like the talent show. It'll be the really big show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he is so excited.
And
so
his units there, you've got the different groups. They're boom booms, snare buckets, battle blasting babes, and Battlestar Galaxia. It's every time I work the parade, I get on the side, I start dancing. You can't help it, but I'm not going to dance off this truck.
Are you dancing like you've been dancing like that big Skelly coming down there, Lou?
Yeah, I can still dance like that.
Still dance. So we want to see that. Maybe we'll see some dancing from Lou later tonight, since it is Friday night and everybody will be going out afterwards. Skellies, they just are fabulous.
Well, we got a sign that says Governor Jim Douglas, so I'd say that's Governor Douglas. It was
there's
supposed to be Mayor Loris, but it's Governor Douglas in there, and he's walking the route. He's in the physical fitness now, so he doesn't ride around. He walks the route.
Always wears his pedometer.
Yeah.
And the one thing I always appreciate about Governor Douglas, whether it's election year or not, he's always here at the parade, supporting us down here in the South.
He's been here a lot of years.
And of course, we've got the security car following close behind.
Right, he has to go everywhere as he goes.
And next is our Vermont U.S. Congressman, Peter Welch. Peter's been serving since 2006, and one of the special things about Peter, compared to us in the Recreation and Parks Department, is Peter worked hard to put the municipalities into the language for the No Child Left Inside initiative, which is a whole countrywide initiative trying to get kids more outdoors, and he made sure that Park and Recreation municipalities were in that.
Well, Park and Recreation is so important. It to me has always been a prevention where we can catch kids before they get in their little troubles.
That's right.
And stuff. And it's very important. It's the Rutland City Fire Department. Looks a big ladder truck coming.
I've been noticing the fire, going by the fire station lately, and you'll see the back door open, and those guys have been working hard inside there.
They take a lot of pride in their vehicles and in their jobs.
Everything's looking pretty shiny. They've, I think they've been fortunate. There hasn't been any fires recently,
Yes.
any big fires. They've been able to take time to shine the vehicles up. But I have to tell you, I put a little pressure on Public Works the other day. I told Danny, I said, next year, the 50th, I said, I want snow plows in the parade. Let's have some big dump trucks from Public Works. So he said maybe he can make that happen for us next year.
A few years ago, he had snow plow in there, and then he had a mailbox glued to it like they picked it up.
That's great.
Yeah.
So there's our friends with the fire department.
I'd like to drive one of those trucks.
One of the unique things that people may not know about the fire department is they are the ones responsible for the flags in the city. So they
Exactly.
bring the flags hit down to half-mast as needed and take care if flags need to be replaced. I guess it made sense since they're the ones with the tall ladders.
Dude, they put up our flag when we replaced and put new ones in.
So the fire department float continues. Looks like they got a smokehouse or something back there. Or maybe that's a smoking house.
Smoking house, putting out the fire.
Ooh, it's a monster house. Okay, I think I'll spare our spectators at home with singing Ghostbusters that's playing right now.
Yeah. Coming up in the
Uncle
back
Sam.
is their cute little rig when somebody drives the back. And
Oh,
it
look at
swings
that,
around.
so cute. I don't know if the folks at home were able to see that, but there was a little tiny with a little kid on top of it. That is amazing.
What you guys do with the Halloween Queen?
The Halloween, I know the Halloween Queen. Yeah, maybe that was the Halloween Queen in the clown outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the little firefighter.
It's a ladder truck. There's their ladder truck.
Yeah, I think the guy in the back of that has too much fun.
Yeah.
I wonder if they ever worry about spinning around and hitting the crowd.
Oh, they might. They might. They've got to practice that. Almost reminds me of the Shriners and the nice little cars they have. And I've tried to invite them before, but they have all the cars put away, so that's the only reason they're not in these parades.
Yeah, it's you're watching them for the Labor. Was it what is the parade? Not the Labor Day parade. It is the the one in May.
Loyalty
Day parade. When they have the Shriners are out in force. That's really amazing to watch them. How many different units they have. Oh, look at these guys. I think they're in close competition with the Shriners this year.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
those are. I think those two cars. Those are new cars that they have. Those.
Yeah, they weren't in last year. I would guess that this is the Halloween Queen who is from Rutland High School. It's Natalie Sargent, and she plays basketball for Rutland High School and is a co-class president for the senior class. She's volunteered for 3 years at Rutland Regional Medical Center, and she works at Avellino's Bakery. So her future is to be a nurse, and I just love the fact of any of these kids that volunteer.
Okay, next is the Rutland High School Band, and their theme is Batman. It's been inspired by the latest blockbuster, The Dark Knight. The band is playing familiar themes for the 1960s television show, as well as a series of movies. It says you'll see Batman, you'll see Robin, you're going to see the Joker and Poison Ivy. Nice job to
I was in the Air Force in Mississippi when the TV program Batman started out, and we used to run from our classes to watch Batman. That was pretty bad.
All right, here comes the Rooster Rugby. These are the rugby folks. There's Nick he's got his horns on.
Cute,
Nick is one of our coaches for our youth rugby program too. It's great seeing them out.
All right, get the letter carriers of Rutland. The Grim Reaper leads the way for the ghouls and goblins that roamed through the cemetery where many a mailman's best friend has gone to rest. The photo is sponsored by the letter carriers of Rutland, and the Rutland Queen's father is a letter carrier on the float. And one of the kids where I work now in the middle school is on the float.
I just think that's great we got our letter carriers out there.
Yes.
You ever notice you never see an overweight letter carrier?
No.
That's a walking one? I mean, how could they? I wonder how many miles they put on. I hope they have
pay them so
pedometers.
much to get all that exercise.
That's right. Hey, next is Catamount Radio Z97. It says they're displaying their Win This Fridge contest full of Pepsi and other prizes. So listen for Bob and Sherry in the morning. to win that fridge, and then driving tonight was Mandy and J.D. Redmond. Ooh, the cystic fibrosis. Oh, this is Carol Baker with her daughter Emma. Carol Baker's put a lot of energy into fighting cystic fibrosis. They raised over $6,000 with businesses that supported them for their float this year. Their little daughter Emma was at our Tennybrook preschool.
Oh.
And Carol's a music teacher for the Rutland school system.
And I see Walt Manny all disguised, but I can pick him out anyways.
Great seeing that. I mean, what a fun float. Emma's Ladybugs.
Yeah.
Okay, our next
Elvis-
float up
Elvis
near
the
and dear
Elvis
to our
ride.
house. Guess what we have coming towards us, Lou?
Tennybrook programs for preschoolers. I loved those kids. They were across from our office, and I used to wander in there 2-3 times a day.
If I could speak on them for just a
ahead.
minute, Lou, because we've done some expansion with our preschool. We're now adding some all-day programs, so we're actually going to be open till 5:30.
Wow.
Preschool in the morning, some fun adventure programs
That's
in the
Jane
afternoon.
Brown in the back there.
Trying to help meet the needs of the folks in Rutland by offering an all-day program. So if anybody's interested, it is a Rutland Recreation and Parks Department program, our
Yes,
preschool is,
it's a
and just
good one.
give us a call, the Dana Rec. Jane Brown in back, she's been our teacher there for I think about 18 years.
She's got children of children that she's had, and Jane doesn't look that old, but she does. She has the children of kids that she's had before.
And coming towards us is Walmart. Why don't you go ahead on that one, Lou?
I would, but I have nothing.
Oh, that's right. Well, you can make something up.
Oh, Walmart, and the truck is well sealing. We can see that, and until it gets around, I won't really know. And he's stopping.
So there you go. Maybe we can talk a little bit about some George Eddy Rink.
Oh, tell me about that. All that new work you've put in since I left.
Well, looks like that truck's moving, so we'll make it quick. But the big thing is the rink does open on Monday.
Monday.
Yep, we'll be open. They've done a lot of improvements there at the rinks. We encourage you to come down. Our maintenance staff has worked very hard to make that happen.
I need to check that out. There we go.
There you go. That gives you a view at Walmart there, Lou.
Ghoulish art.
Looks like there's a dead piano
Like
player
that,
or
you know what
something.
it
The
is?
piano
It looks
player's
like
looking
the
a little.
Addams Family.
Oh, I think you're right.
bet
It
it
does
is.
look like the Addams
Yeah.
Family. There's some scary creatures up there. Oh, look at the one in back.
We got a wicked.
Oh, how fun.
That little thing hop.
Okay, she's having fun driving that too.
Yeah, it is the Addams Family at
All
the tail end.
right. Cemetery Lane.
Yeah.
Nice job by Walmart. What a great job getting out there and supporting.
Do you have some sponsors we could thank while we're waiting for this?
I think
other
that's a
one to
great
come
idea. If I know that for PEGTV that's watching, they have some special thanks. They want to thank the Rutland City Police Department. They'd like to thank Bendig Paving and Sealing for donating the flatbed truck that you and I are sitting on.
Right.
Jeff Bates from Comcast Cable, and Captain Kale for,
Captain Kale helped a
technical
lot.
assistance. Hey, there's Velco. There's our buddies at Velco. There's
On
Margaret
Electric
and
Power
Agnes and
Company.
all their crew. Margaret Tori got us that convertible.
Their theme is Jungle Safari, and they have 21 marchers dressed as jungle animals.
Oh, what a great job.
Safari
Look at the
guides,
bananas.
14
They've
that
got
is neat.
balloons, striped balloons.
It's a lot of work right there. The float was constructed using only items that can be composted, which is, I've noticed on quite a few floats, that they've got the green theme going, which is the way we need to go. And
Velco's
it
been
isn't easy being green.
It's not easy to be green. And they're very supportive up at Pine Hill Park, helping us take some trees down up there, which
Great.
we appreciate. It's like we got, oh, you want to go with Northwest School? We've got coming up next.
I have Northwest School.
I can tell. We'll talk a bit about Northwest School. Northwest School gets really involved with the Stuff-A-Bus, and so what they have there is their bounty for
Capricorn.
Thanksgiving cornucopia.
Cornucopia.
And they work really hard within their school system for the Stuff-A-Bus and bring down. Their whole bus comes down. They try to fill a bus with food from Northwest School to help the families.
Another of the great projects that they do.
And I think last year was similar to last year, they've got their food boxes on the side of the bus. And it's great for the kids to realize, at a young age, that just even bringing in a few cans can help others out in need.
It is.
And I love seeing them in the float. I like seeing the schools get involved. And later on, we'll see the intermediate school, which was their first time for I'm not sure how long for the intermediate school to be in the parade.
I noticed another one they'll be coming, well, not too far away, the Rutland Regional Medical Center. We used to have some of the best
I know
floats
it's
in the
been
parade,
at least
and we've
6
not seen
years.
them for quite a while. 6 years, you think?
Yeah, at least 6 years, because this is my 6th year, and this is my first year that they've been in. I'd always hear so much about them.
It's Aaron's rental. Somebody knocked down the barrier. So, like Friday the 13th, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
gonna be hard to read.
Oh, speaking of that hospital, Lou, do you want to do on this one? Or?
Oh, sure. Their theme is Kung Fu Panda, and they have different characters. Oogway, it's a tortoise. Pooh, a panda. Master Shifu, a red panda. Furious 5 warriors. Tigress, a monkey, a crane, a viper, and a mantis. And one of the things is different. Instead of candy, the hospital will be passing out chopsticks, fortune cookies, bracelets, and necklaces that have Chinese characters on them. Paper lanterns and Chinese fans should get a chopstick and learn how to use them.
That's right. I think that's going to need the hospital. I mean,
Yeah.
it's good. They're handing out some fun things that kids are like. What a great float. Now I see why the hospital had such a reputation.
Yeah, oh, they were great.
The Boo-mobile. Did you make it out to the Pittsford haunted house
No,
this year?
I don't like to be scared.
I didn't make it this year. Went last year with my son Josh, and
Yeah.
I was definitely the most scared. I was holding his hand, and when that guy came out with the chainsaw, oh my gosh, it just about outdid me. Good thing I went to the bathroom before I went, is all I can say. It was, the West Rutland Princess. She's skipping in there. There's Sarah Walczyk from West Rutland. She's our West Rutland Princess. Sarah's been dancing for 13 years. She plays soccer, basketball, and softball for West Rutland. She helps out as a religion instructor teacher, and she liked to major in elementary education. And one of the neat things I like about her is that she's already thinking ahead about giving back. She wants to teach dance coach
too,
softball
yeah.
when after she's become a
Well,
teacher.
she'd probably make an excellent teacher because she has the love, and that's what's important.
I know our judges were really impressed with how involved she was with their school and also in her community. Looks like the Woolies.
There they are.
Why don't you talk about those Woolies?
4-H Sheep Club. They present Renaissance sheep. So the people with the sheep are dressed in Renaissance clothing. They're princesses, prince, fair maidens, and jesters.
Oh.
We had Crazy Hat Day in school. I was a jester.
Those sheep are pretty.
And all these outfits are sewn by the 4-H members. And they are from all across Rutland County. You don't have to live on a farm to join the club. And you can do different things. You can specialize learning about sheep or making crafts out of wool.
I think he's all right. Just noticed the camera is already pointing towards Royal Group.
What a guy.
As he's going, he's jumping on us. So every now and then I just remind myself to look up at him, see what he's pointing at next. Royal Group and Vicky Vest. She is amazing.
She is.
Vicky is sight impaired, and she works with the detail on the floats that she does. And like you talked about recycled materials earlier,
yes.
That's what Vicky believe that she talked a lot about using a lot of recycled materials. I think she said old hubcaps, packing inserts.
She started that last year with their float.
Look at the bubbles coming out.
Bubbles, yeah.
Look at that submarine with the Nautilus. I mean, there's even a ghost or something inside the porthole.
Yeah.
Captain Nemo driving the ship.
We got Catamount Radio 94.5, The Drive. Says, gee, looks like Hunter's chasing the fox. I think they got the fox going along here.
There you go. And next is the Kawanians. The Kawanians won this a great award for the state rec and park. They were the Teresa Brunkart Award winner.
Oh, they did.
Which is for very prestigious award in the Parks Recreation for the state for all that they have done for Flipside Skate Park, for the bike rodeo, the fishing derby. The Kiwanis has been very supportive of the rec department and impacting a lot of kids with their free helmets they give out every year. All the kids that are learning how to fishing with grandparents, with their parents.
I've been there a few times while we put the trout in the pond. So
yeah, that's what I always like the dropping. We had quite an audience this past year when we were dropping those fish in this year. It was really fun, actually.
The Rutland Regional Field House. And this is the second year that they've been in the parade. Fieldhouse is giving public skate passes for tonight's Halloween skate at the Fieldhouse after the parade, of course. The float was constructed by Dave Manfredi, who is running the field house, if I remember right, and Rich McKenna, who works at the field house. And the participants in the parade are a mix of kids that frequent the field house on a regular basis.
I think that's probably ice from the shavings from the Zamboni.
It definitely is. So,
look at the size. That's a skate.
That's a
Isn't
skate.
that really cool?
Oh.
The skate complete with laces, and they got the blades underneath. Okay, now that's my buddy Karen Riley down there. If you notice her jersey she has on is the Rutland Cutting Edge.
The Cutting Edge,
Putting in for our women's hockey team. I think they're having a snowball fight down there.
I'm going to have to write her up for the principal.
Oh, it's great seeing the field house in the parade, and they are doing a big Halloween skate tonight for get the teenagers something good. Positive to be doing tonight.
Good, exactly.
Hopefully not smashing pumpkins instead. They can go up to the field house and go skating.
Is the Moose still having the party for the kids? Or?
You know, I'm not really sure on that, but I bet they still do. But I can't say for certain on that one. Well, there we go.
The medals, but that's all I've got.
In the Meadows, I think this might be the first time the Meadows has been in the parade.
Yes.
As they come around the corner, we'll be able to see a little bit about what they have going on. Again, what a beautiful night for a parade. The weather is, I'm sitting here, I have a long sleeve t-shirt and a sweatshirt on, that's all I have. My mittens and hat are in my bag. Oh, it looks like, it's the King and the Queen. Oh, you know what? I remember one thing about the Meadows because they had asked to be closer to the front because those are 80-plus-year-old King and Queen that are out there. And they are residents of the Meadows.
Assisted living facility.
That's right. So it's great to see the folks here from the Meadows.
We've got now the Rutland Town School Band. They left us once, but they've been back, and they've always been a great band. And their theme this year is Pirates of the Caribbean. And they have more than 90 students in grades 5 through 8. The drum major for Rutland Town is Jack Sparrow. It's really Austin Cousins. The banner was developed by the chorus teacher Suzanne Tall and the art teacher Beth McReynolds. Auxiliary band members are performing under the direction of the chorus teacher Susan Tall. And the director of the band is Glendon England.
One of the things I think that's pretty amazing by Rutland Town School is that they say 2/3 of the students in grades 4 to 8 play instruments.
Yes.
I mean, that is a phenomenal number that many kids are doing that. And I know they're very supported by they have the Rutland Town Friends of Music. And they also, one of the things they wanted to thank was Garden Time for providing the ship, for Pratico's Landscaping for the flatbed that was towing their ship, and Jeff Colomb who's driving their ship. And that ship is approaching us now.
Can't do it without people volunteering, their vehicles, everything.
Yeah, that's an 8th grade and younger group. I mean, that's impressive.
This is not during school time when they practice all this. This is
that's right.
On their own time.
There we go. So there's the Pirates of the Caribbean on the ship. What was the ship? Well, the Black Pearl was the one ship. They wanted to get the Black Pearl.
Recognize that ship.
Oh, there's some scary pirates up there. Nice job by Rutland Town School. That's very impressive.
Looks like the ship from Garden Time, I think.
Yep. You know, I wonder if that's probably a ship you could like buy and have as like a playground, a play structure.
That you can buy for your child if he wants to be a pirate.
That's right. All right, you want to do the Horsepower 4-H Club? You want me to take that one on? Okay. So the Horsepower 4-H Club is next. Their theme is based on Halloween characters gone bad. So it's great seeing them in there. It's kind of a little small float. They've already kind of coming past us because we got the fox coming towards us. 101.5, the fox.
Yeah.
I wonder if that had anything to do with the fox that the other radio station was hunting down.
It did. I think that's like Papa Fox, though.
That Papa Fox there? There you go. Papa Fox was saved by the drive. I think that's who went by that was hunting a fox.
Got Hannaford's up close to the fox here. This is the first time in a while I think I've seen the Hannafords in here. And their theme is Nightmare on Self-Scan. You know, when you walk up to do your own groceries and self-scan, well, this is their nightmare.
Yeah, I've had a few nightmares on the self-scan. My kids, kids with the that one, it gets a little scary. It says, please wait, assistance is on their way, is on their little self-scan in the back there. You know, the kids, you're with them and they go to lean on it. And then, leans on the scale, and they say, it makes you wait. I'm like, okay, guys, when we're doing this, nobody touch anything.
I work in the library where I'm at now, and I have a scanner to scan books. And so when kids come by and they play with it, and I say, oh, you're scanned. Now I know where you are in the school all day. They believe
Big
my
Brother's
little fairy
watching.
tale. Yeah.
Oh, this is, who's next is the Mount Holly School.
That's not been with us.
No, they said this is their first year that they've had a float in the Rutland City Parade. They said it was their preschool students that initiated the interest in doing a parade, and the whole school then got behind it. And I guess their preschool's only been going for a couple years. It says all their floats and their material were either recycled or reused. Again, that's a common theme we have going this year, which is great. That some of the materials they had there were donated by businesses such as the Valleys and Sofas and more. And they said they spent just a little bit of money and their student council helped them out.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, a lot of the schools are going with a green theme this year, so that's great. It's a good way to learn.
And it sounds like,
too much away.
Exactly, we do. And one of the things they were saying, Mount Holly said, is how this really brought their community together building this float, and that they're really looking forward to doing it again next year.
Good,
They've already got great ideas. You can see the little preschoolers on there.
Looks like we've got the MSJ Princess, Courtney Elliott, coming up. Courtney is very involved at MSJ. She's a cheerleader in the fall and winter, participates in drama, is in the National Honor Society and student life. Courtney helped start a cheerleading program at Christ the King School. That's nice. And the rec has cheerleading program.
We do.
Yep. In the summer, she has helped with the MSJ drama camp and volunteered at Bible camp. And she plans to go to school for a degree in early childhood education and be a teacher.
Yeah, she's a lovely young lady. Really enjoyed getting to know her at that Princess pageant.
Yeah, that was always fun to do.
It's like our next float was MSJ. I missed their sign. They had a sign out front there what their theme is, but I see some pirates out there. You see a few different characters.
I used to say, where's their band? Where's the band? Well, unfortunately, they don't have a band. They're a small enough school.
A lot of things going. I read somewhere that over 90% of the kids that go to MSJ, the students, go on to college, go on to additional schooling.
That's a good track record.
That is, that's a great track record. So, that families, if they're, thinking of schools, that's one of the things. I suppose if your kid's not sure of which way they're going to go, that's if they go to MSJ, they realize all the kids there. That's the route they're going, is going on to furthering their education.
I see this truck that has Gowit. Their truck that's Heroes and Villains.
This is actually, this is part of the MSJ float, because I actually lined up this section, and I remember that was our first big float. So that's Heroes and Villains with MS. So continuing MSJ's float. So boy, those ones in the beginning, that was just a little bit of it. This is our main part of our float, Heroes and Villains.
Oh, there they are. They're having a little sword fight going.
Oh, what a great job with MSJ.
Yeah. And you got.
Oh, what are the buildings? What is that? Oh gosh, I can't think of what are the buildings for the superheroes. What is that?
Metropolis? No, I don't know.
Oh, I can't think of what that is. Oh, that's right on the tip of my tongue. But Gotham, isn't it Gotham City? That must be Gotham City. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Gotham City that we have up there, a little fighting, little sword fighting.
Darth Vader fighting a pirate. There's a time warp.
That's right. Following MSJ is Christ the King School.
Christ the King.
And that is, for those of you that are maybe not familiar out there, that Christ the King is the parochial school for preschool through 8th grade, right near the Dana Rec Center.
That's Rosie the principal, right?
That is Rosie the principal right out front. It says, together we make a difference. That's like a little haunted sort of wagon there.
The next up is the Rutland Historical Society. They've been in the parade all the time we've been around, and they're the ghosts of the past. And they're being chased by Nick Wackett Squirrel. Nick Wackett means squirrel, so that's how they made it their mascot.
It says, yeah, that's right. It's an Indian word, which means place of the squirrel. That's Jim Davidson. What a trooper. I'm not sure how old Jim is, but, what a guy. Always volunteering and got a squirrel outfit on. Okay, now this float, Lou, Stafford Tech joined us last year. They are phenomenal. This float is just going to continue and continue.
Yeah, tell me about this one.
They have over 240 students attending from around Rutland County. Overall theme is Stafford Technical Center presents a Little Shop of Horrors. So this one here is our Stafford Haunted Hotel. And there's a young lady named Cassie that's been helping at the rec on the odd days of the week from 11 to 1. And Cassie told me she's somewhere up there in the Haunted Hotel. That's designed by the Stafford Architecture, Engineering, and Design students and constructed by students, administrators, and teachers. It's a replica of the Tower of Terror, which is an attraction at Disney World. So the one students up there are the Stafford All-Stars for the Music Technology program.
Different groups, yeah.
They are phenomenal. Stafford Tech Band is always amazing.
The schools that attend from Rutland County or Rutland High School.
They said right behind them there is a behind the Stafford Haunted Hotel.
Hotel, yeah.
The Hospitality Horrors from the Hospitality and Entrepreneurship program. Boy, I was looking for Cassie, but I didn't see her.
Well, that's another group, the mechanics welding part of the school and stuff. I'm going to say the students come from Rutland High, Mill River, Proctor, Otter Valley, West Rutland, MSJ, Fairhaven, and Pulteney, so it's a great mix.
All kinds of careers you can do at Stafford. And I think doesn't Stafford do adult classes too in the evening?
Yes, they do.
I do.
Yes, they do. So this second float is called Jumpstart Your Career at Stafford. And there's health career, dead princess tied to a gurney. Poor kid.
Yeah, what do we got that job?
Wired with lights and jumper cables, I guess, to get her going.
I'm not so sure I'd want to be that patient. Those guys look a little scary with their jump starting there.
Yeah.
Says behind them is the Power Mechanics welding students with gorilla mass riding small ATVs, mini bikes, and a Stafford Technical Center decorated lawnmowers. Again, those are the Power Mechanics welding students.
Wow. My lawn needs cutting. I have to get a hold of one of those.
I can hear my favorite ending part, which is their chainsaw crew. So I say next is a Stafford electric car with the spider webbing all over it and a giant spider on top. Actually, it must be
that's just a nice GTO.
Yeah, that's about to say that doesn't look like an electric car.
Not electric.
I wonder if the electric car didn't make it. That could be. An electric car might have been left on the side somewhere if it's a battery like our electric car.
I would make the assumption that Dave worked on that GTO.
I think they say a souped up GTO. It says, don't be a pumpkin head and come to Stafford Technical Center.
Exactly.
There's that infamous Stafford Chainsaw Brigade.
They've got them roped off.
I hope they give us a performance. Oh, yes, they're going to give the PEGTV viewers a nice performance here.
Look at that. They're coordinated and noisy. And I would hope there are no chains on those chains. Smell that gas.
Oh, what a great job. That is fun. Staff, that's Peg Bolgiani. She does a great job with PEGTV. Works hard to pull this all together. And she says it's a combined effort of all the Stafford students, teachers, and administrators that help make that happen.
I like the idea that they brought the crime scene tape up to keep anybody from getting near them, though.
Yeah, they do. It's a very safe.
Yeah.
Good caution tape use. I think there's no fumes in the air.
That's why I'm coughing. Rutland Intermediate School. What do you know about that?
Well, Rutland Intermediate School, this was a program they made available through their art department. I know saw the paper come home through school, where the kids could ask to be in the parade, and they worked, and they had, one of the things was that if they wanted to be in the parade, they had to commit to coming to each of their meetings. I believe they met after school, and they're doing the Mexico's Day of the Dead.
Okay. Nice, I like that.
That's great. Once again, it's so nice to have the intermediate school in the parade. What a great float. That was a really nice job done.
Look at this, kids.
I went to, when I was in San Antonio, I saw my first, I don't know if the altar's the word, but where it was Day of the Dead was very much celebrated. Right. And, all the tokens people would put there. It was interesting. I never really had heard of the Day of the Dead until I'd gone to San Antonio.
You got some more sponsors to thank before the penguins?
Yeah, that's a great idea. One, I'd like to thank Karis Reels that supports our pumpkin pageant. They make that evening very special. This year we added giving bouquets of flowers to all the girls, which was really nice.
Yeah.
And Kinney Motors, every year we are able to call Nan Matson up, and she supplies cars and drivers for all the princesses. Killington Ski Resort, they host our volunteer party. There's a lot of people that work really hard on this parade, and they help sponsor our party that we do afterwards at Sabby. So we're really appreciative that they could, allow us to be able to have a chance to unwind and gather after the
talk to each other.
And Rotella sponsor our judges. And thank you to all the businesses on Strong's Ave. It's not easy having your lineup, your Strong's Aves when your business on there. We
now
thank
you
them.
see a bunch of penguins got loose from the zoo, but they're not.
There are a bunch of penguins
baby
out
and
there.
earth moving.
I didn't think it was that cold out tonight, Lou.
Oh, they've got rhythm. And Fabian, of course, is always one of the better floats because they work on it for months. After the parade is over, they turn around and talk about what's next year going to be. Their float is made out of a bunch of scrap material this year. They built their igloo out of styrofoam, packing blocks, and the iceberg is out of recycled plywood and old sheets. And they have 55 penguins, and ranging from age 10 months to 90 years old, which is Mrs. Fabian in a co-pilot seat.
I saw when we were waiting in line, I saw a little baby penguin. Somebody had their little child dressed
that
up.
Must be the 10
oh, it was in the arm. It was so cute.
Yeah.
And complete with did you mention 90-year-old mom?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
And you bet they're going to have something spectacular next year, which will be the 50th parade.
I can't wait to see that. I mean, look at that. That was fantastic in of itself. Look at the crowds here tonight, Lou. It is amazing. What a beautiful night. Yeah, I think we're easily going to be hitting at least 10,000 people that are down here for the Halloween parade watching.
I've always wondered how to count them, but I haven't figured out.
EJ figures it out. He's got, EJ's very systematic, and he has figured out, length of the road, approximately how many lines of traffic. And
I might have to go with him. He's pretty good with math.
He is very good with math.
And it's always a favorite because they like the big noise and the old cars that have been redone to new conditions. They're better.
So I might just thank some of those folks that, again, helped with PEGTV to make this special. Again, Rutland City Police Department, both sides. Thank from PEGTV and also for the Recreation Department.
does a lot for us. You have a program on PEGTV.
I'm a bit of a I fell off the wagon there, Lou. My PEGTV show hasn't been going on so regular, but I vowed to get back on the wagon.
Yeah, get back there. I've been looking for you on
I know,
on the
and I love doing it, so I just have to find some people that are interested in sitting with me. The last one I did was I decided an infomercial for the rec department because the person who was going to be with me canceled last minute. So I called it a rec department infomercial because I was sitting there just talking about the rec department. And so Bendick Paving and Sealing donated the flatbed truck that we're doing the filming on.
Right.
Jeff Bates from Comcast Cable and Captain Kale for technical assistance.
Captain Kale was
oh my gosh, look at this guy. He's trying to get out of his car, the highway patrol.
Oh.
Someone's got to let him out of there. At Rave, it's so fun. They come in, they have fun with their vehicles. They're almost souped up cars. Again, it's such a great parade. The weather tonight, I still can't believe how in the world we got so lucky.
It was 53 when I was coming in. I checked the thermometer. So.
53 degrees?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder why I'm so comfortable. I don't have mittens on, hat on. I can't imagine what it's like on the nights where it's raining. That's where I think there's more viewers at home.
I've been here in the snow. I've been here in the rain. I've been frozen.
So again, one of the things I just mentioned is our George Eddy Park. We started on that once before. I'd just like to bring that one up again. Again, the rink does open up on Monday. And I just really want to take a note to mention our maintenance staff who have been working so hard to get that up and going. From Jeff and Brownie, who are taking the time to lay the mats out. Jay Taliski, who's the foreman for the George Eddy project. There's Tyler Dolan down there, and Ross is down there. I think Joe's been down there, some of our seasonal guys. Of course, I have to mention my husband Keith has been helping out a little bit. And then Bob Peterson, who's our parks director, who oversees the whole operation, and entrusts Jay to do a great job there.
I hope people enjoy it because in the past, when we could skate, it was so cold you didn't want to get out there and skate because it was natural ice, and so we couldn't even make it till after January if we were lucky. So this is a great thing, and I hope they get out there and they enjoy it.
Oh, look at the Halloween lights on that car.
Yeah.
That is really cool. Rave, I wonder how many cars they had. There must have been easily 10 cars in the parade, 10 to 12 cars.
Oh, yeah. There's at least that or more, I think.
I usually like to read their license plate. There's usually license plates are usually kind of fun little sayings about, sometimes it's the name of the car, the year of the car, or my toy.
My toy.
I think we've got another princess coming because I see somebody who's got that princess wave down.
Well, then I would guess she's probably from Poultney because it looks like a Poultney wave.
Is that a Poultney wave, Lou?
Yeah.
You would know that Poultney wave well since you live in Poultney.
Yeah.
Want to talk about Poultney?
Oh, sure. Poultney High Princess is Caitlin Moyer. Caitlin is an altar server at St. Raphael's Catholic Church. I was just handed a note. I'll read it after. And takes part in Smile and is involved in peer mediation. She plays varsity soccer, basketball, and softball at Poultney and still has time to take part in varsity football cheerleading. She's in the band, a jazz band, helps with the yearbook. It's all kinds of leadership. She would like to attend Colby Sawyer College in London, New Hampshire. So
we got the Poultney High
very
School
ambitious.
marching band following them.
Yeah.
All lit up. So you know our little note that was slipped to us is the kids can go to the Moose. The Moose is open tonight, so if any
I'm glad
kids
they
out
just
there,
confirmed what we assumed.
I know you hate to assume, you know, we all know what that does.
Yeah.
But it's nice someone passed us a note to let us know so the kids can go to the Moose tonight following the parade.
This is the Paramount Theater, and this is new. Cindy, you want to talk about it? The
Sure,
Dog
this
Days
is
of
the
Winter?
Dog Days of Winter. They took a fuel tank and turned it into a dog fuel tank, just to remind folks that winter approaches places large buildings like the Paramount Theater. You know, it's very expensive to heat with the fuel costs increasing. They came up with this tank, the Fuel Dog, and when anyone's at the Paramount, they got a donation spot where you can make a donation to help heat the Paramount this winter. The Paramount, it's been great having the Paramount Theater. We've got 2 shows with our Rutland Youth Theater. Our
group.
Christmas pageant that's coming up. I believe it's the weekend before Christmas, that Friday night, and at 7 o'clock, and then Saturday at 2 and 7 will be the best Christmas pageant ever.
And also the actors' repertory do they still practice at the Rec?
Yes, they do.
So
Yep.
I mean they do a lot of plays. So the Rec is not only for the young, it's for the adults and everybody. So it's been a good thing.
Yeah, so it's great to have the Paramount Theater.
Mike Super is going to be at the Paramount. He's an illusionist. I was there, I think, last week or whatever for the other illusionist.
Okay, when they do those things, I still find it like I'm always looking. I'm like, okay, how'd they do that?
I tried to figure out how they did it. I only had one, I think, figured out.
There's JJR 98.1 The Mix. Terry, let me come up and talk on the radio station Thursday morning.
Yeah.
There's Terry J out there with his baker's hat on. Very supportive, always at our Winter Fest, helping us out promoting that event.
Yeah, he's good.
We got a big one too. This is always one of my
Upscouts.
favorites. Wouldn't you take that one, Lou?
Pack 110 from Pittsford, and they've always done an excellent job. It's a replica of a famous baseball park, Fenway.
I know they were hoping that there would be a winner there.
Yeah, it's although that don't look like Fenway there, that looks like mushrooms.
That does look like mushrooms.
Do they have mushrooms at Fenway?
Oh,
No.
you know what? That's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Looks like they got the. That is the. So that's not the Cub Scouts Pack
That got
110.
mixed up.
You know what? We that was the area went by. That was the other Cub Scouts. That was Pack 122 from Poultney. That was
okay.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And they were doing the older version, the 1971 version of Willy Wonka and the
Original.
Chocolate Factory. So that was that one. That was, I believe, the first time that Poultney Cub Scout troop has been in, and what
It
a
is.
fabulous job
It
that they
is.
did.
Us gay.
Let's see if this is 110 from Pittsburgh.
No, this one is the Wind Riders 4-H Club. Looks like Lou. I did this one to you, Lou. I got him in the wrong
Oh,
order.
you
Poor Lou.
lined
I
them
put
up.
this order together for him, and I accidentally got the Poultney one out of turn there. This is the Wind Riders 4-H Club, with their theme is the Haunted Horse Barn Halloween Party. Sorry about that, Lou.
That's okay.
Since their sponsors tonight are Jerry's Nissan, Graphics Incorporated, PJ Bushy Landscaping, and the C&K Ruane Farm. And Jerry's Nissan, and it's President Jake McGrory was driving their truck.
That truck. They've
Go ahead.
been around for 33 years. That's a long time.
And one of the things they always say is that you don't have to be in a horse 4-H club. I always think you'd have to have a horse. You don't need to own a horse. You don't need to own a horse. You can live in the city where you can own a horse, and you can still be part of the Wind Rider 4-H club, horse club. Well, that's the Grinch driving the Holiday Light Tours bus.
This is the third year they've been doing the tour, and they go around in December, and he takes you around looking at all the holiday lights and that type of thing. Now, we have Miss Junior National Teenager, Taylor
Huff, that is actually.
Huff?
Yep, Huff.
Huff. That's right.
She plays
She's been in
she plays
programs
lacrosse with us. Yep, exactly.
And
she looks beautiful tonight in that beautiful
Mustang
gown.
from Formula Ford.
That beautiful car. Woo.
Yeah.
Then we have Miss Vermont Junior National Sweetheart, Sierra Phelps, with a car by Alderman Chevrolet.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool looking car.
Yeah,
It's like Indy
I'd take it
pace
for a
car.
spin.
It's really nice of those, both Alderman Chevrolet and Formula Ford, to help out with these princesses, providing vehicles for them. There's the Community Care Network. You want to do that one, Lou, or you want me to take that one on?
Go right ahead.
Okay, the Community Care Network got another Adams family. Looks like they have Morticia and Wednesday and Lurch and Uncle Fester. They've got all the characters up there.
Fester's lit
That's
up.
Community Care Network, Rutland Mental Health Services, and the Community Access Programs. It's nice to see they've got a lot of support with their float this year.
And they're all over. I mean, they're in schools or everywhere to do it.
Looks
Now,
jumping on to another princess.
Yeah, how come he goes after the princesses
I
all
think
the time?
Tom's got his eye on the princesses. He goes to those quick.
It's Fairhaven Union High School, and it's Allison Manusco.
Mancuso.
He's correcting all my pronunciation. Allison is president of the student council and is a tri-star athlete playing soccer, basketball, and softball. She's on the National Honor Society, Yearbook Committee, Slater Nation. Where does she find the time?
I know, it's amazing that. She hopes to, says she wants to go to college and major in business. And here comes her band. Fairhaven Union High School Marching Band. Again, nice to see the schools in the parade doing the bands they've out here.
Absolutely.
And it's nice for the students not to be freezing, because I can imagine those metal instruments like the trombones and trumpets, got to be kind of cold to hold on to.
Hard to pucker up to.
Yeah, or the flute. You think about playing a cold flute. Oh, here comes the Rutland County Democrats.
They're out of place, okay.
They have their Use Your Energy vote. And they have their idea there was about, I think they were telling me, explaining they'd have light bulbs over the head, and that that we have all our energy that we have, and don't forget to vote.
Oh, there's the light bulbs for hats. Yeah. Just vote.
It's like doing a nice job honoring where we say they can have signs with names, but they need to be dressed up, and well, it looks like most of them are dressed up. We might have a few out there, but overall, nice job by the Rutland County Democrats with their light bulbs.
Is dressed up.
She's got is that Gabe Simonton? Looks like she's got her red, white, and blue vest on. So maybe she's dressed up as Miss Liberty.
As a Democrat.
Again, great crowd that we have tonight watching the parade.
This is going to be Boys and Girls Club.
It is the Boys and Girls Club.
It's their first haunted hoedown float.
I saw them working on when I was waiting for Mike Rotella to bring his truck in for. Yeah. I was watching them work on it. All the kids were out there, all excited. They're putting up all the corn stalks and. Yeah. The Boys and Girls Club really do a lot of great things in Rutland. This year, I'm sure if you realize this one, we worked together on a camp down at Meadow Street that was in the afternoon, and we worked together on that program. And it's really been nice establishing more of a relationship with them, and trying to work together rather than. Trying to compete with each other.
It's been fun watching them grow. I remember where their day one started with the club, and then it became Boys and Girls Club. So they've got the cowboys and cowgirls, the farmers, farm animals, all kicking up their heels through the Rutland tonight to the Cotton Eye Joe. I don't know the Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, you don't know him? I bet they'll give us a Cotton Eye Joe. There we go. That's a Cotton Eye Joe. My daughter Molly's got that down. They're giving us a nice performance at Cotton Eye Joe out there.
Sheldon Concrete out of West Paulet is helping them out. It's got to be their truck.
The other thing we shared with them was one of their staff was one of our day camp counselors this summer.
Good.
Oh, what a great job with Boys and Girls Club. Do you notice Linda McFarland back there? Linda does our music classes. She's been helping out at Boys and Girls Club now. What a nice job with Rutland.
Teaching guitar and stuff for us for a few years.
Did you get a chance to note some of their sponsors? They want to thank Lou. If you didn't know, they had JCPenney, Staples, Citizens Bank, the Rec Department, the Herald, Sofas Amore, Rex's, Master Gardener, Sugar and Spice, and the Chill program. All the things they wanted to remember to thanks. Okay, you're up for the Rutland Herald there, Lou. You want to do that one or am I up? I can't remember.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is all I have. So I see Indiana, and he just lost his hat.
Come on, let's go.
Did he lose his hat? Oh, no.
Got his whip.
Oh. My kids didn't really know about Indiana Jones till it came back out again. I was like, man, guys, there's a whole bunch of movies you can have fun watching.
Oh, yeah. I saw the new one.
It's great seeing the Rutland Herald out there. Every year they come in and I'm always, if they don't win one of the awards, I'm always afraid to hand them the who the winners were.
Yeah. Well, they used to have some elaborate floats also, but it's all volunteers putting together. And,
yeah.
And that's where it's hard. They got to a point where they couldn't get the people to do it. They've done a lot of work on this one.
They sure have done a lot of work on that one.
Yeah.
Looks like they're having a lot of fun on there, too.
105.3, Cat Country.
It says with Cat Country with Judy Anderson, who's new to Cat Country.
And they're hunting for big bucks.
There you go. I guess it's a new on-air contest where you hunt for big bucks. Not sure how it works, but I imagine if you listen to Cat Country, you'll find out.
Well, it's the right time of year for big bucks, being deer season starting up.
That's right. Hunting time and at a time we could all use a few more dollars to pay that heating bill.
Yeah, take another vacation. Credit Union of Vermont.
That's Brian Fogg. And you know the other one that's out there that's been helping them? Austin Burbank.
Austin, I saw that. Austin used to work for us and worked for the government. He used to teach ice skating lessons. He's quite a guy.
He used to teach ice skating lessons, you said?
Yes.
I didn't realize Austin did that.
Yeah. Financial graveyard. That's kind of scary right at this time as I watch my stocks plummet.
Oh no, your nest egg down. The economy down. But they say they have Safe Sound Secure Credit Union. There you go. Says their entire staff pitched in to build that float. Oh, this is the Rutland Area Prevention Coalition.
They boo the drugs.
Says they're represented by a pickup and marching group made up of rap staff. The truck is decked in each member costume as a ghost to go along with the boo theme. They work throughout Rutland County to bring substance abuse prevention, education, and awareness, and the promotion of healthy lifestyle choices. It's Halloween's the finale to Red Ribbon Week. I know my kids came home with the little red ribbons.
Red Ribbon Week all this past week. I had me a ribbon.
I was about to say you were at Castleton, and I bet they were passing out red ribbons.
Yes, I had one pinned to me.
There you go. I see a unicyclist coming. I always thought that'd be fun to learn how to do.
Yes. I don't think I could do it anymore.
Okay, we
got my hairdo though. He's looking good.
There you go. There's American Red Cross. You know, I think I remember seeing them come down. I said, everybody watch out. There's an ambulance coming through. It's a Red Cross. From Central Vermont, New Hampshire Valley, the American Red Cross helping us. I know I've been trying to be regular about donating blood. I don't know how you're doing on that one, Lou, but I really it's a chance to get out there.
Yeah.
I tell you, I still can't look when they put that needle in. I can't. I'm all right once the needle's in, but
I'll do anything for a free juice and donut.
Hey, that's right. You know, they have some good snacks when you go down there. It's nice snacks. Okay, I have to tell everybody out there that's in the warmth of their home, I am putting on that second layer now, so it is starting to cool down a little bit.
M&T's sub shop is the next float. I don't know, there's no description, but it's looking like we've got caged animals. Could be a wrestling group or no, it's just scary caged
ones.
animals, yeah.
Okay, the next one's a Peak Performance Studio Dance. I know there's going to be some of our rec department cheerleaders who are going to be out there along with their all-star cheerleading team. Peak Performance is over at the House Center, and they're really supportive of the rec department cheerleading program that they allow our cheer program to practice over there.
Oh, that's great.
So our winter program that'll be starting early in December, they do have their practices at the Peak Performance, along with the high school cheerleaders in Castleton also cheer there.
Good, good.
Oh, looks like our supervisor, Big Boss EJ, stepping up with some notes for us, I think.
That's what the Big Boss
We must have forgotten somebody. We're not giving somebody credit. So anyway, we see those cheerleaders out there.
The full description.
Oh, there you go. All right, we get a full description for the Castleton State College Spirit Band when they come to us. Thanks, EJ. Nice job on the parade. So again, what a nice job with the kids. I guess there's some Zumba people out there too.
He got a new haircut.
He did get a new haircut. He always did. He looks. We have to remind him every now and then to get that haircut.
Progressive Party. Is Polina running for governor?
I think this might be is this the first time the Progressive Party's in the?
Yes, it is the first time.
They're doing a little. Their signs need a little bit of work there.
Yeah.
They forgot to tape off a few things.
Yes.
But you know, that's the challenge with the politicians each year, is getting them to toe the line as far as remembering. But it's, you know,
Southwest Freedom Riders. And the kids love this noise.
That's one of the things. We always make sure we don't put animals by the Southwest Freedom Riders.
Not unless you like to see a stampede.
Yeah.
Although there's a little dog coming up beside them.
Has anybody got a dog in their on their motorcycle this year? I think we've seen that before.
Could be.
Look at all the costumes
person
out
handing
there.
out candy,
Hey,
yeah.
I see Elvis. Elvis has been spotted.
I'm here to scare you. There you go.
It's fun. They do a great job dressing up, getting into the whole spirit of Halloween. The Southwest Freedom Riders.
The camera. You must get in front of the camera.
And it's great. You know, nice night tonight. And I do have to say, there's a little bit cooler. Gonna get my hat on. I put my my sweatshirt on. We're layering up a little bit down here, but it's still.
Well, you weren't warm, but you sat in a chair that I warmed up for you. That's why.
That's what it was.
Now we've got a lady riding a motorcycle, and
Holy cow! Everybody down there can hear those motorcycles.
all right, who do we have coming up here?
Okay, you're up, because I got to put my hat on.
Outdoors in Motion, I would guess. I think can't really see until they get turned in front of me.
That was a late entry to the parade. They had asked if they could jump in, and last minute they did a nice job getting their truck decorated.
inflatables up.
And they asked to be behind
This
the
is the
Southwest
Freedom
Freedom Riders.
This is the motorcycle.
Oh,
unit.
maybe is
Yep.
that still them, or is that Outdoors in Motion?
No, that's still them.
Oh, that's still them. Holy
Yeah.
cow! Nice job with Southwest Freedom Riders.
This is Outdoors
Oh, there's
in
the Outdoors in
Motion.
Motion. Oh, there you go. Okay, that looks more like a last-minute float.
There you go.
But still, nice job. Nice having them involved in the parade. Okay, everything's much better when you put a hat on. So they say 75% of your heat goes out through your head.
Yeah. You got Proctor High Ledge Snowstormers. So we've got to be snowmobilers. They've got snow on the fenders of this big tractor. They work hard to maintain and groom their trails. Always trying to add new trails, picnic areas, and enjoyable views for the riders. They also enjoy when Halloween comes to join in on making the parade fun. They encourage new members to join. And they have a special thank to Hendy Brothers, who supplied this big John Deere tractor here. They're located in Middlebury and Rutland. I used to have the snowmobilers cross my land, and I'll tell you, they are very courteous, and if I had any problems, they were always there to take care of it.
Yeah, I think they realize that in order to keep that trust up with all the landowners, that they need to be respectful, and they very much
Absolutely.
self-police themselves. And should we do a quick plug to thank the sponsors again there, Lou?
Sure.
I think we'll do Karis Reels again, thanking them that support our pumpkin pageant, making that a special evening for the girls. Andy and Paul Bove are our hosts for the evening, and they really nice job of putting a lovely layout for the families to enjoy some snacks.
Oh, good.
Kinney Motors for donating the cars and drivers for our princesses. Killington for hosting our volunteer party. Rotella's for the truck for our judges. And thank you to the businesses that support our jack-o'-lantern. We get prizes for all the jack-o'-lanterns. And once again, thank you to the businesses on Strong's Ave that help, have to put up with having the lineup on their street.
Oh, even, we should thank any of the people that we blocked putting this parade together along Strong's Avenue, and appreciate them letting us do it there, because I know that we shut some of it down. My sister has a party store, and she's been good about it.
Yeah, what a nice job with the Proctor. So what a great
beautiful.
job with the Proctor
Take the
snowstormers
yellow
there.
one. Yeah.
Okay, whenever I go look at that sponsor list, I always lose my spot. Oh, there you go. Found that fast. So again, it's Proctor Highlight
This is
Snowstormers.
the Mill River Princess. Let me jump in
Oh,
on you.
jump on, right? Please
Allison
jump in.
Cupola. And she's a member of the National Honor Society and is a Key Cub president.
Princess, can we get the princess? All
Our
right.
camera doesn't go guided by our voices.
We're working on
So-
to directing our camera. But Allison was nice.
Allison she plans on pursuing a job in international relations. That should be a good job. They got Castleton State College Spirit Band coming
Oh, and this was this is what EJ gave us as our description for
last minute
description. It says Castleton State College Spirit Band and 2009 football team. Associate Director of Bands is Hank Vaughn. Head football coach is Rick El Ciro. Performing night on Bald Mountain. Says the Castleton Spirit Band will make appearances at select athletic events in 2009, including men's and women's basketball and hockey. They're also prepping for September 5th, 2009, when football comes to Castleton. And they will join the pageantry by creating the Spartan Marching Band, which will perform at all home football contests. So
we had the Castleton football players over to the school I work at, and they were showing kids drills and everything like that, and they were thrilled.
Oh, this is the Rutland Bandits. These guys are phenomenal. This is an under 14 team that is the two-time defending state champions.
Wow.
And Lou, it is no surprise, you look at those boys out there, those are the kids that for probably 5 years have been coming to the Dana Rec Center just about every day.
I see some names,
in the fall
I know.
and winter. I mean, to me, it's no surprise how well they're doing.
Yeah.
The amount of times they're playing basketball, they're after school pretty much every day now that their middle school football season's over, playing basketball. So they're heading to Disney World and are trying to raise some money to get themselves there. But two-time defending state champions.
I love those kids.
I love those kids too. They're very respectful and very, very polite to us. Always please, thank yous, and do a nice job. That's Eli Rogers, Jeff Hart, Kyle Arnold, Jake Carlton, Trey Heisel, Dalton Mitchell, Rocco Stutz, Andrew Drake, Josh Cody, and Paul Arnado Jr. What do they say? The future sport on their road to Disney World. That's a national tournament they're heading off to.
Well, I hope they do well. At least enjoy themselves.
Oh, there's continuing their road to Disney World. Holy cow. There's a basketball hoops on back there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're coming up to my reversal there of Cub Scout packs. We got to try to flip back and see. I got the Poultney and the Pittsford ones confused. We'll see if we can find that the Pittsford one. So again, I mean, what a great crowd tonight. The weather is beautiful. It is just a gorgeous evening. If we get those folks in the orange vest across the street, I can see Jay Thomas and April Chaffee over there. Both the program directors at the rec department. They're in charge of all the adult and youth
they're
sports.
making sure that corner doesn't move.
Okay, our winter brochure just went out.
Right.
And it is winter brochure with we've got Spanish, we've got theater, we've got all the adult fitness programs, we've got basketball. I'm trying to think, I have cheerleading, there's the adult basketball, adult volleyball. I feel like there might be something I'm missing there, but there's a lot of programs to be going on. And again, best Christmas pageant ever performed by our Rutland Youth Theater is that weekend before Christmas. It is a great tradition. We encourage you to come down with your children or your grandchildren, or just come down by yourself. And Susan Baker and the Rutland Youth Theater kids, they do a fabulous job making that just such a special evening. And you know, even though I've seen that show now for, I think this might be their 6th year of doing the Christmas pageant, every year it's still, whenever they drop the stained glass in the back, I still every year just go that like moment. It's very much a Christmas moment.
It's fun to watch it grow.
So, and then the website for the rec department is rutlandrec.com. If you want to find out more about our programs, we're working hard to get that winter brochure up on the website. It's almost there with the folks from my rec department helping us get that information on there. Okay, here's Pack 110.
Hey, Pack 110. They heard us.
They did hear us. They decided to come. We just mixed them up a little bit. So here's our Fenway Park, Lou.
Fenway Park.
There we go.
Green Monster.
Okay, sister, watch.
Oh, look at the score.
There's the Duncan dugout. Famous Sitco sign. Oh, Red Sox. Woo! All right, way to go, Pack 110 from Pittsford. Boy, they always do a fabulous job. They must have a great time. They must have enthusiastic parents, too.
They've got to have some good leaders, good volunteers help them. CSJ.
Yeah, College of St. Joe coming up.
No Class Monster Mash.
College of St. Joe. They're the ones that are doing the food drive. No, that's Community College of Vermont that was doing the food drive.
Right.
There we go, College of St. Joe. They got little E equals MC squared up there. Now Another great college that we have here in the city of Rutland, College of St. Joseph,
Yes.
just on the edge of town.
A lot of people will work on their masters and drive quite a distance to go to College of St. Joe's for that. So it's not just.
Oh, they've got a few
Three or
folks
4
there.
years.
Oh, WSYB's got a few famous characters there.
Yeah.
I think that's McCain out there. Boy,
Hey,
McCain
Ryan
made it.
Collmore,
He came all the
yeah.
way to Vermont.
That's pretty good. Well, they got somebody
there's
else.
Obama. Obama, isn't that really nice that they came all the way to Vermont for
And
a
they're
Halloween
working
parade?
together to hand out candy. That's the good part.
There you go. The only time they work together. What do we got up there? Looks like that's the Mountain View
Center.
Genesis Healthcare. Some kids handing out candy on the side there. Looks like they've got a little bit of a, to kind of tell what they have there. It's a nice job, the Mountain View Center and Genesis Health. It says, we take the scare out of long-term care.
Oh.
And a nice, great Halloween slogan there. Looks like next is Brilliant Miss New England 2008. Some really interesting pageants that are out there. Looks like that one is Alderman's Toyota providing the vehicle for that. And looks like we have Lisa Malha?
I can't see. It's at an angle.
And she is the Brilliant Miss New England 2008. She's got a crown and everything on. Oh, next we've got looks like the Rutland County Republicans with the McCain-Palin vote on. Looks like they're checking. What is the? Who's the black? Who is that black? All the black outfits and the glasses.
Well, doesn't that look like Palin? Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, there's the community college.
CCV. CCV is Tammy Howard Uber's marketing management class from the Community College of Vermont. They rolled up the sleeves to bring Shrek, Fiona, and the cast of fairy tale characters. Look at that castle.
Oh.
The food that's located at the back has been collected through the last few weeks and will be donated to the food banks. Nice.
There's
They've
Captain
been doing
Hook
a
out
great
there.
job for a long time. And they're just around the corner here.
Oh, that's just. It's like they may have collected a lot of food and they're handing out a lot of candy. Definitely candies, definitely. I asked my kids if they want to help me out in the parade, and they don't want to miss out on getting any candy.
Exactly. Well, we've got Ray Nunning's got a different card than I've seen him last. Nice custom job. He used to drive his old convertible coupe.
That's a beautiful car.
It's a gorgeous car.
Complete with skeleton on the side. You know, they've done a much better job, seems like, too, of dressing their cars up and things, making it not just putting the car in, but a little. Imagine it must make you a little bit nervous putting tape on those beautiful cars.
You won't put tape on my new car.
Looks like we're broadening the way. We got the ambulance coming through.
Yeah.
Crowd being very supportive and moving quickly to the side to let that ambulance through. So we got Dan Kearney coming
Dan Kearney,
up.
yeah.
Oh, I think those campers, those little trailers are so cool. But I don't want one with the spiders on top.
No. Or inside.
Or inside, yeah. I think that might be, we want to get the cobwebs out.
This is a football team, the Rampage.
The Central Vermont. I think it's like they're trying to start up a bit of like a semi-pro team for
Right,
Central
yeah, they've
Vermont.
got some going in New York State, and then, so. There's
some interesting creatures at the back there with that big beard.
Summit Stained Glass. Do you have any information on that?
I don't, but that's them looking there. They're looking a little bit like they've got a cobweb. They think they ran into a huge spider along the way.
They just must have just gotten that out of the barn, I think.
I think so. And a few spiders crawling on the top. Looks like we got a
Pulteney fire truck.
That was a last-minute call from Pulteney saying, any chance we could bring our truck in the parade? We'd love to. We said, sure,
2
definitely.
miles behind the high school.
What a great night again for a parade. Quick thank you to our sponsors because we're getting close to the end of our parade here.
Look at the headlights on this
Rutland
car.
City Police, all our Parks Department employees, all the rec employees that have been helping out make this parade possible. Bendick Paving Ceiling for donating a flatbed truck for PEGTV. Jeff Bates, Comcast Cable, Captain Kale for technical assistance. And Lou, if you could jump in on that Proctor Princess
Proctor High School Princess, my alma mater. Amber Corliss. Amber plays softball for Proctor and has been part of the 4-H club for 7 years. She works at Kids on the Move in Rutland, so that she's probably helped you out in Pine Hill Park.
Says she plans on going to college for criminal justice and to study forensic and chemistry. Okay, here comes the Proctor Junior High School Band. We're directed by Aaron Audette, who just does a fabulous job. He brought his group with us. The Proctor High School band joined us this summer, the summer concert. Did a special all-star band that he put together for the summer, and they were fabulous.
Yes, because Proctor's not that big a school.
You know, look at all those musicians in their high school band.
A lot of them.
There's Aaron walking in front of us there with a hat on. So Proctor, this is the first time we've had a band at the end of the parade. We decided it's a great way to end the parade is by having the band.
Well, as you know, it's always hard where you put your bands because you don't want them music mixing so they all get to be heard by everybody. So that's one of the harder things.
Great job by Proctor High School.
Good job.
And this is a continuation of the Proctor High School band, their float.
Oh, I see a whip flying out. I wonder what that was.
So they said that our float was designed by Proctor's creative Mike Knowles, father of 3 members of the band.
Oh, it's one of the rides.
One of the
Remember,
families, there you go. Oh, cool.
That's pretty good.
Woo!
Oh.
He placed the float off of the runway mining car scene from the second movie, Temple of Doom. Oh, these are the guys that did the kayak last year.
Oh, wow.
Wow, look at that float. Built by
I'm
Mike,
impressed
other parents,
yeah.
and students from the band.
Oh, here comes
Look at
Mr.
that.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Ah, there's Jack.
Best looking guy at the pool.
Best looking guy at White's Pool. That's Steve Allen.
Steve Allen's an educator in the Wallingford School District. Works the pool for I said us. See, I still think I'm there.
You're still there, Lou. We still love you.
Works the pool for us in the summer.
Best looking guy at White's Pool. That was our final clue.
Cool man. And this
Oh, this must
is
be
usually one of the larger pumpkins in the state. And this man comes from quite a ways and likes to jump in the parade.
He comes from Lincoln,
Vermont.
Vermont.
Yeah.
That is one big pumpkin on the top of his car.
Yeah.
So what a great parade, Lou. It was a beautiful night. Great spectators, everybody
Great.
here. Great night for the parade. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, easily
Amazing.
from here, you're probably seeing about easily 1,000 people.
Yeah. Just straight ahead was the
We thank everybody for watching tonight. It's been a great parade. Thank you for spending that time with us in the warmth of your homes.